Peter, you've been there and done it. I could go on and on. There's so many other medals and achievements and great races won. Which one stands out in your own mind? Which are you most proud of?
I think I'm most proud of winning the Commonwealth Games in 1990 in Auckland, New Zealand. And it's an interesting one, isn't it, Tim? Because you'll always put the Olympic medal the highest, and then the world, and then depending on your distance, it's either the European or the Commonwealth. And for me, the Commonwealth, because obviously you've got the Kenyans in there. But I think to go there in great shape, and to go there confident that you were going to win, and every time I'd dreamt about the race, I could say I got it won with 50 metres to go. But to finally go there and win and be a champion, and run the time I did, because I think I ran 3:33 as well. So that was everything was in place that day. And obviously the Olympic medal means more, but from an overall performance, the Commonwealth Games in 1990.
One of the ironies of that is that you were an athlete who always wore your heart in your sleeve. You came from a blue-collar background. You didn't mince your words. You loved to race. You were a prolific racer. And I've got in my mind pictures of you grimacing, getting to the line, winning, losing races. But in 1990 in Commonwealth Games, ironically, you cruised to that victory. You were in fantastic shape. Correct me if I'm wrong. You'd run a 1,200-metre time trial in 2:45 a week or so earlier. You were in fantastic shape, and you won it easily.
And that was the thing about I knew that all the races I'd run up to had all gone really well. The heats were fine, and I remember doing an interview with Brendan, who's obviously been one of your legends, and obviously I've a lot of admiration for Brendan Foster. But he did an interview with me in the garden on that particular morning of the race, and he said to me, who's your main threat today, Peter? And I said, Pat Scaml. And he expected me to say Wilfred Carocci, and I said Pat Scaml. And he said, well, why Pat Scaml? I said, because Pat has an ungainly style.
He used to bring people down race after race, bless him.
And that's what I said he has a tendency to bring people down. And I'd sat in the bike, and I just got up to a good position, and Pat Scaml brought John Walker down and two others in that race. And Brendan couldn't believe it that I'd actually said earlier that day, fortunately Pat Scaml. So, and I felt for John Walker that day, because I think he could have got a medal that day, but obviously getting brought down, and hence the reason I took him on a lap of honour with me, asked him if he would join me, which he was reluctant, but I wanted him because that was his last race in a black vest of New Zealand, but I wanted him to say goodbye to the crowd, and it was nice to do that lap with John Walker.